What's going on, guys? So one thing that I have not done yet is a what I eat in a day video. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that today. Right now I'm on my way to go get a bagel, and I'm thinking maybe an iced coffee too. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been so bad about cooking lately. Just been a lazy piece of shit, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, like with like traveling and stuff, and then just other stuff going on. It's like, okay, so most nights I basically just go over to my girlfriend's house. Like, and by most nights I mean like 6 days a week. So then I don't really see the point of like buying dinner food for my place. Most of the time what I'll do is before I go to my girlfriend's house, I'll be like, hey, what do you want for dinner? She'll tell me, and then I'll pick it up from the grocery store. So I just don't buy a lot of dinner food for my place. And then I always there's so many mornings where I wake up and I don't even want to eat breakfast. You know, like I'm just fine with like a cup of coffee or something like that. So then I'm like, shit, every time I buy breakfast food, I seem to let it go bad too. So I end up just eating out more than I should. But when I eat out, I try to not eat like really, really shitty food. I'll be honest, like last night we definitely got a deep dish pizza because I've been craving pizza so bad. So I'll probably have that for leftovers tonight, because while I do want to always eat healthy, I also want to save my money. So even though deep dish pizza is not like the healthiest thing, thankfully, like yesterday I was in a calorie deficit. Like I honestly had barely eaten all day. So even though I ate pizza and I had some cookies last night, and then before bed I had a couple of pickles because I was cramping up, I still lost weight because I was like way under my calorie goal for the day. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go get breakfast, and then I'll show you guys what I got. And I'm starving right now because I didn't eat a lot yesterday. So yeah, let's go get some breakfast. So I got my bagel. Right after I got in there, and I was like, oh yeah, I felt dumb because like I had just said in the video, oh yeah, I like to try to save my money as I'm going to go buy breakfast, which is like the worst thing to spend your money on. But anyway, I got a bagel. I'll show you guys in a sec. And I also got this iced coffee. Dude, this thing fucking sucks, but I bought it, so now I'm gonna drink it. It's supposed to be a caramel nitro brew. Dude, it tastes like I'm drinking puke. It is disgusting. I'm gonna have to find a way to I think I might go, so in my apartment complex lobby, they offer us, there's like free coffee. So there's creamer and sugar down there. So I think I'm gonna go doctor this little bad boy up before I go eat. So, oh yeah, I've got my trusty companion in the back, Mr. Rowe. But yeah, this coffee fucking sucks, man. All right, just got back. Let's see if I can prop this up. Time to eat. So yeah, I've decided I'm not gonna put coffee or sugar and creamer in here. It's not that good, but I decided to not be a little pussy about it. So yeah, let me see if I can go like this actually. Show you guys the bagel I got. Just a good old fashioned egg, bacon, and cheese. What I like to do, maybe I'm over the top, but I like to take one of the eggs, and so I'm missing out on gains, but that's okay because this this little guy right here. He needs his gains too. So I take one of the eggs and I kind of tear it up a little bit. I give Mr. Rowan some egg because he's just such a good boy that he deserves it. I'll eat that last bite. But yeah. So you get a little something like this. 1 second. I'm gonna put this down for Ro. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, so at the end of my last video, I had kind of explained how I got in a car accident. So if you didn't see that, I don't blame you at all. It was like, the last video was like 30 minutes of clips of Disneyland, so I don't blame you if you didn't watch it. But yeah, the car accident's gonna be kind of a bitch, to be honest. So what happened was the lady, like, all right, 1 second. We were driving back from Disneyland and we were about 10 minutes from home, and all of a sudden traffic on the highway came to a screeching halt. I was able to slam on my brakes and avoid hitting the person in front of me, but the person behind me didn't. So they rear-end me. So then we pulled off the highway. She was nice. She followed me. It was this sweet old lady. After looking at my car, really didn't have that much damage. I'll actually just put a picture of it up right here. Didn't have that much damage. It was kind of crazy. Her car, her front end had some damage, but turns out it was a rental car. So she was kind of like, hey, you know, if you don't want to go through insurance, I'll just cut you a check, you know. And I was like, well, I'm not really hurt, you know. That should be fine. Like, I'm not a hardo, you know. But then, like, later on in the evening, so there was a reason, and I'll tell that later, but we needed to get my girlfriend to the hospital, just to, like, get checked out, make sure that everything was okay. So we were kind of like, well, fuck, you know, like, if we have to go to urgent care, I do need to file a claim, and I need to make sure that this happens. So there was a few things. The first thing was I needed to make sure that my girlfriend was okay. The second thing was I really don't want to file a claim, but I kind of have to. So then the third thing is basically like the damages to my car seem to be negligible, but people had pointed out that, like, hey, if you got hit and there's something wrong with your frame, you might not notice it, but your car could be totaled. And I was like, shit, you know, because, like, I'm driving a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee, which, like, I love it, but the amount that I owe on it is unfortunately more than what it's worth right now. Because, like, I had basically, like, a few years ago bought that, put a down payment on it. I bought it, like, almost brand new. It had, like, at the time, it had, like, 20,000 miles on it. And so then shortly after that, like, the car value just, like, plummeted, and that kind of, like, really sucked. But whatever, I enjoy my car, you know. So I'm like, well, shit, like, I have to get my car checked out, you know. I have to make sure that it's okay. So I have to get it. I have to file a claim. I have to talk to my insurance. And so this sweet old lady, you know, she wasn't really concerned about it. She was like mid-60s, I think. She was from Kentucky just to visit her brother or her son here in Arizona. But yeah, so we got my girlfriend checked out, which is also a thing that, like, my girlfriend shouldn't have to pay for that, you know, because if we weren't in this accident, we wouldn't have gone to urgent care. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I have to get my car checked out. The third thing is, because the damages are so negligible, I'm gonna get it checked out, but they're probably gonna say like, yeah, you have to replace your bumper. In which case I might just honestly be like, hey, can you guys just write me a check for what the amount would be to get it fixed? And I'll just keep that, because like, dude, the damages are so little. Like, I could have done this myself on any given Tuesday, you know? So yeah, gotta deal with car accident shit, fucking kill me. But yeah, I'm gonna eat the rest of this bagel. I have a hard time eating and talking. So, chances are the next time I'll eat will be right before my workout. So I'll be back for that. But yeah, see you guys in a little bit. All right. Have not eaten anything since this morning, but we're gonna get ready to go to the gym. So that means I'm going to drink my pre-workout. Just showered, because even though I'm gonna go to the gym to get smelly, I don't want to show up smelly. Do you know what I'm saying? So pre-workout time, baby. This is what I'm drinking. It's this stuff called Kickin' from Titan Nutrition. Pretty strong stuff, if I might say so myself. Let's see here. It has I'm just vibing right now, just chilling. 250 milligrams of caffeine. So let's serve it up. If I had it right now, I'd probably eat like a Rice Krispie, because, like, you know, gotta get some pre-workout carbs, or you should. It's a good thing, but I don't seem to have, I don't have any Rice Krispies. So just caffeine it is, you know, as usual, because I normally don't have Rice Krispies. I could also drink or eat like oatmeal, you know, but fuck it, man. I don't want to make it right now. I'm not even hungry, so. All right. Pre-workout is consumed. Oh, now we gotta find an actual pump up song. Damn, I look like I barely even work out. Ugh. I swear I work out. I swear I'm a worker-outer. All right. Let's find an actual pump up song, right? I don't even know what I'm in the mood for, but we'll find it. All right. I think we found the pump up song, and it's chest day. Last time I benched, I hit 225 for 6. So today the goal is 225 for 8. It's gonna be tough, and I'm not 100% sure I can do it. Psych, I'm getting that shit today. All right, 225 for 8. We're getting that shit today, I promise. Teeth are looking a little yellow, dude, damn. All right. 225 for 8, it is coming right up, I promise it. Let's go get this shit. we just got home. So I got myself 2 Fairlives. One for today and one for later today, probably. It seems like every time I come home and, you know, get the munchies, I just want chocolate milk. So we got 1 and 2 Chick-fil-A fillets. So dude, these are actually like, if you don't mind the price, highly recommend. Like, who doesn't want a spicy chicken fillet? You know who else wants a little spicy chicken fillet? Mr. Rowan. Here you go, Bugs. Oh yeah. Rowan costs me so much protein. If it wasn't for Rowan, I'd have 2 more bites of my chicken breast and 1 more egg. Just from today alone, you know? There you go, bub. He loves these. I used to be a little bit paranoid about them being spicy for him, but there was one day where I did this and I got 2 of them, and then I left it out on the counter. That little fucker demolished it. I came home, breast was gone, the baggie was torn to shreds. I don't even know how we like did it, because like it wasn't like that close to the edge of the counter, and it doesn't smell like anything, so I don't know why he just like went ham. But yeah, little shit. Oh, I didn't leave it on the counter. I left it on my coffee table. Which, in hindsight, pretty stupid, but he had never really done that before, so I wasn't too worried about it. But yeah, about to eat this for now. We got 1 down. I said I was only gonna eat 1, but I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry. I feel like if I eat this, I'm not gonna be able to eat pizza in like an hour, because it's like 5:30 right now, and I normally go over to Rachel's around like 6:30. So kind of ruining my dinner, but fuck it. All right. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna finish this second breast. Probably take as big of a chug of this as I possibly can. I should probably just put this other one away right away. I was going on this little stretch where I really wanted to like get lean, but I started like cramping up like super bad, and it happened, I don't know, it's like so every time I start to do cardio along with exercising, I lose so much water from sweating. And so I like start to get these cramps, like mostly my lower abs. So if I'm like squatting or like bending over to barbell row, or even doing abs, like lifting my legs, I get these crazy bad cramps. And it's always because I don't like replenish myself as I should. So yeah, I kind of like put the kibosh on getting like really ripped, because what's the point, you know? Like, you don't really feel good when you're super lean. You feel tired and crabby, and your sex drive is lower. Just fucks with your hormones. So maybe if I can balance it out right and be a little smarter about making sure I have all the nutrients I need, I'll do it. But as of right now, I'm pretty okay with just like slightly main gaining, or like main gaining, or I should say maintaining with slightly gaining, because like I am getting stronger, but I don't know, I want to get like lean again, you know, like see this back here to the naked eye, everyone's like, dude, you're in great shape, you're lean, you know, but to someone who's been in the game for a little bit, a little bite left, we go, bud. You know that like I'm actually really not that lean, you know, like I probably have 12 to 14% body fat, and I just am like pretty lucky with how I hold it. But yeah, like the way that I know that I'm not lean is because I don't eat a diet that's lean enough to like be really, really lean, you know? Like if I go out on the weekends with my girlfriend's family, I'll have a drink. I'll have 2 glasses of wine. If my girlfriend's brother's wife brings like a nice dessert, I'm gonna eat that, you know? Like I'm not gonna pass up on a piece of cake or on a cookie and be like, no, I'm on a diet. It does make it a little bit harder, you know, to reach my goals, but I want to indulge in stuff, you know, like I want to enjoy my time with the people around me and stuff like that. So now a bunch of you might be like, dude, you can do that while still being hard on your diet, like by still like sticking to your diet and stuff. And the thing is, like, you know, you're right, I can, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like, dude, I'm not overweight, I'm not fat, I'm not heavy, you know, I'm in great shape. And it's like, I'm like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like at like a 9, I would say. Like most guys would probably want to look like me, like have that same level of leanness and muscle on their frame. So in order to take it from a 9 to a 10, it's like, it's a lot, you know, like a lot of the people that you see on Instagram, like they're young, they're like kids, they're in their 20s, in their early 20s, they're probably on a little PEDs, whether it's SARMs or they're on like full-blown anabolics, you know, and it's like their metabolisms are through the roof, and it's like they make it seem like, oh yeah, this is just so easy to maintain. It's like, well, when you get to be 34, I'm gonna be 35 in like 6 months. Yeah, about 6 months. It's not just a walk in the park, you know? And it's like, shit, if I can maintain a 9, that's fine, you know? Like in order to make that jump from a 9 to a 10, it's a lot. It's a lot of dieting, a lot of really like eating like a bodybuilder who's training for his show in the cutting phase, a lot more cardio. And it's like, you know, I've got big things coming up that are probably not going to allow me to do that, and that's okay, you know? So I didn't mean to be like, yeah, I'm in great shape, most people would love to look like, I'm not trying to be cocky, you know? I'm trying to look at it like subjectively, not objectively. Or I don't know if I got that backwards, but I'm trying to look at it objectively, not subjectively. But it's like, you know, it's the thing that's the hardest is truthfully, like the absolute hardest part of exercise is getting started and getting to the point where you're at a maintenance level, you know? Like a lot of people see like the guys that work out and stuff like that, and they're just like, I could never do that, you know? Well, yeah, like, no, you couldn't just jump in right away and do what that guy does. But what you can do is take baby steps, and you start to get stronger, and you start to get a little bit leaner, and you start to kind of like get more focused and have a better routine. And then before you know it, you're just kind of like at a whole different level than what you were at. And then you just have to maintain it, you know? Like it's like no one just goes from like picking up a basketball to playing in the NBA. You have to start to learn how to dribble, how to shoot, how to pass, how to play defense. And, you know, you do all the small stuff, and then next thing you know, maybe you're lucky enough to play on your high school team. And then if you're good enough at that, you get to go to college and play there. And then if you're good enough at that maybe you'll get drafted. But like, you don't just pick up a basketball and go to the NBA. You know, there's small things that have to be done in order to get to that level. And the biggest thing is learning the fundamentals, you know? So after you learn all the fundamentals of how to exercise properly, how to lift certain weights properly, how to structure a plan, how to know what your diet is, all that stuff, which isn't rocket science. It just takes time to learn how to do. Then you can kind of get to this like happy maintenance level. And then if you want to, you can kind of really like fucking lock in and go to that. Like, I want to be shredded and ripped and do all that and do cardio every single day and exercise and just look like a fucking freak, like a good freak. You can do that, you know, but like when you're like the average Joe, you know, to like look at the guys that are already have chosen to do that, you really shouldn't compare yourself to those kind of guys, because it's like they're just in a whole different league right now, you know? And I even do that. I look at like the kids on Instagram who are just absolutely shredded and peeled, and they just can squat 400 pounds and no problem and deadlift 6 plates. And it's like, dude, that's not normal. Those aren't like things that the average person does, you know? It's important for people to remember that like what they're seeing on Instagram, it's going viral for a reason, and it's on your page for a reason, you know? It's not because these are just average dudes. These are like the cream of the crop, you know? And so you can be the cream of the crop. You can do it. You just have to fucking lock in and take it one step at a time. And before you know it, you're on step 20 and step 40, you know, it just keeps on going and going, but you just have to start somewhere, you know? So sorry to just get on a rant there. I don't know, but the biggest thing I can say is like, you know, I think personally, it's harder to go from like a 1 to a 9 than it is to go from a 9 to a 10, because the 1 to a 9 takes years and like a year at least of like dedication, hard work. If you have like a bunch of weight to lose and you're like pretty obese, it's going to be a little longer than that. You know, it might be a 2-year process, but you can do it. But that takes like so many more, like to go from a 9 to a 10, it could take 3 months. You just have to do your cardio, follow your diet, boom, you're already in the flow of things. So it's easier to just kind of tighten it up a little bit. But to go from like a 1 to a 9 of like how satisfied you are with your body, it's harder because it can take a year of dedication and a year of eating, you know, hitting your protein goals, getting rest in, drinking water, etc. And throughout that year, it's harder because a year is a bigger time frame than 3 months, you know. And throughout that year, if you're just getting going and you're kind of like still on your way to stepping up to that maintenance level, there's going to be a lot more days in that time frame of a year than 3 months where you're like, I don't want to fucking do this shit. I'm so sick of it. I've made so much progress. I'm doing so much better, blah, 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 you know. But I think that that's the harder part, you know, going from a 1 to a 9 than from a 9 to a 10. So if you're kind of like, think of yourself in the 1 to 9 range, don't get discouraged. You know, like you're going through the hardest part. But the good news is after you get through that hard part, all that muscle that you've built, all that hard work, it'll be on your body forever. All the cardio gains you made, all the muscle mass, it'll be on your frame forever, you know? And then it's a lot easier to kind of just waver between a 9 and an 8 and a 7 back up to an 8 and a 9. And if you want to go up to a 10, yeah, but like going from 1 to 8, 1 to 9, so much harder. But yeah, I'm just ranting on. I've got to actually, it's 5:35. I have to shower. I got to walk this good boy. And then I got to head over to the girlfriend's where I'll probably have a slice of pizza, but I don't know. I'm pretty full. This is supposed to be a day in the what I eat in a day video, and I've just turned it into a vlog. So sorry for the rants, but yeah, I'm gonna go handle all that shit, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. So it's like 2 a.m. and I'm starving. So I made 2 pieces of deep dish. I didn't end up eating the deep dish at Rachel's house. I just brought some home with me. Dude, look at this shit. Oh, let's fucking go. But yeah. We're really gonna lock in the diet soon for sure. Like, I'm gonna lock it in pretty quick. But yeah. Probably chase this down with some chocolate milk, and that'll be the end of the full day of eating video. Catch you later, guys. If you watched this far, thank you for watching, and make sure that you like and subscribe and all that. Make sure you share this with everyone that you know. They're definitely going to want to see this video, you know. But yeah, that's a normal day of eating for me.